Welcome back, Starbase fans. Here is your week 43 progress report, and boy have we got a lot to get through this week. And make sure you stay till the end for a bit more explanation on the new LOD footage. Now let's go over what's been done this last week. Design features worked on this week have been work on the collision damage design. Players will take damage when they collide with something based off of their weight, speed and direction of the object they hit. This is actually how things work in real life with heavy objects like a ship, imparting a lot of energy and thus a lot of damage when the two collide. The asteroid mining job has been tested for issues. This job is shown in the feature video where you mine a spawned asteroid in the station for credits, something all new players will get their first credits from. The building tool UI has been worked on. Locales resource and economy configurations have had fixes. Locales added for Starbase spaceship creator devices and broken locales fixed. I think this is for supported languages. Storage system and universal tool UI has been iterated and updated to unify the interaction logic between the modes. Gas canister reactions and explosions have been tested, and oh boy does it look glorious. Company overview page has had modular elements added, and company advertisements and applications have been designed. I believe what we are calling player factions, the devs are calling companies. Company stations have had work too, with designs for inventory management and station access rights have been worked on in the last week. This is hugely important to the game as permission settings are key to letting your faction members run the station, while your allies use only parts of it, and of course your enemies are denied access. Station design updates include more work on the connector design, with walkways being updated and attachments have been added. Support beams have been modified in connector module to fit lower grid slot support beams. Slot connector module has been renamed to Pilloway. Stacking lots test build has been completed in the Mega Station Creator, and the Pilloway module build has been finished. Beam structures have been modified in walkway intersections of lower grid slots. Ship and station creator design work this week has been a new design for the rotate tool in the ship creator, with additional rotation indicator and wider axle representation. New possible design for better collision checks in the Mega Station Creator, with a system that automatically generates an accurate collision box for the actual model, and then overlays this with the LOD to use for collision checks. Information has been gathered for the Universal Spaceship Creator Guide. I must say this is a huge indicator of how close we must be to a possible closed or early access test. Guides seem to me like a finishing touch, although granted the ship creation process is pretty much the basis of everything in Starbase, so it will probably be extensive. Large modules named and new ones added in the Starship Creator. Now to the gameplay updates. Object pose extrapolation had final tests made and is now complete. We got a bunch of fixes this week too, as the team squashed more bugs. Grabbing has had related issues fixed, parenting for replaced objects is fixed, UI scroll bars have been fixed, and the job section has been fixed. The ship despawn areas added to lots. These are where you will safely store your ship within a station, and it's taken out of the game world. Bit of rework has been done on slots and YOLO chips auto-connect to slot logic. Mining job testing is ongoing as mentioned earlier. Asteroid spawning has been fixed and no longer spawns one if there is already one being spawned. Lot inventory headers and slots are now working. An item moving code has been refactored, so items can now be moved between bank, station and your backpack. An infinite loop has been fixed within the tools. Animation context setting and context behavior has been unified in one place to fix animation issues. A more accurate way of detecting if an object has tried to push a ship. A fix for weapon reloading has been done, and the mining job collector has been refactored. UI work updates over the last week have been 3D GUI culling fixed to work when moving at high speeds. Work has started for a Steam friends list within the social tab. The Bolt magazine item has been created. A chat related issue with the Starship creator has been fixed. The social tab context menu has had some small fixes as well. Tabs have been added to the quick access area. The social tab visual rework is underway. Friend name and status now shows in the table. A sorting function for Steam friends has been added. A filter scaling issue has been sorted out. and a bug that showed away Steam players as offline has been fixed as well. Starship creator work includes a low detail background added and customizable build area restrictions added to the ship creator when entered from a station's terminal. A dev feature added to the ship creator to preview ship's auto-generated LOD model. More on this at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Bugs have been fixed for the device component connections that would break the multi-user undo. More spawning issues have been fixed with the blueprint terminals. Economy core tech continues its refactoring from last week. Price server and editor changes have been made, and work on the basic economy tech continues. Renderer updates are more volumetric fog tests. Blue Noise Atlas replaced with a uniform one. Atlas here refers to a type of texture file where it contains multiple textures or sprites on a single image. Material resources created for managing material textures. A texture processing feature has been refactored. Macro texture parameters updated to work with blue noise masking, and tiling using blue noise masking has been reduced. Onto the station updates now. Ship showroom decoration has received some polishing, with some positions of ships changed. A colour fix has been done on the Empire Ship Repair Hall. LODs have been updated for shops. Far LOD made for Megastation Upper Intersection, and all collision errors fixed. Command Center decorations are now underway. Mining shop module has been updated and its grid slots fixed. Missing railings and other interior objects added to the maintenance hall. And the trading market log has been updated and details added. Ship art updates include the fixed weapon mounts have had their visual update finished. You can see this on screen now. And a lot of ship window work this week includes changes to the alpha and roughness values. These are shader changes that control how much you can see through and how the texture reflects. 5 new window plates have been created and 3 new non-window plates too. And window plates have had new LODs made. Weapon art updates are as follows. The plasma rifle's hit and projectile effects have been modified. Reload effect for the battle rifle added and projectile has been edited. The arc lighter projectile was updated with a better lightning effect. The plasma rifle projectile was updated. The Gauze rifle has had its textures and paint jobs updated. Arc lighter and Reaper cannon rigs have also been updated with new magazine modules and slight rig optimizations. New animations for the first person arc lighter and Reaper cannon reloads. And new Reaper cannon third person stand idle and stand relaxed idle animations. And lastly, other updates this week are details around the rail add sign added, some submodules replaced with collisions checked and faction colors configured. Tests have been made with different sized asteroids and with object placing. Some of these asteroids are getting pretty big, don't you think? Now onto the video from the news update. We have a look at one of the dev tools they are using. Here we can see the vector ship as we would see it close up, but then it switches to an auto-generated lower level of detail model, or LOD. Having LODs be auto-generated is key to having player-made ships of many different designs have their own LODs, and the game would probably not work without them. We can see improvements made to this generation by looking at the old model generated for the pincer here, and now the new model. These models have several uses, with LODs being able to be tweaked for different graphical settings. This will help lower spec computers run the game, and these models will also be used for faraway ships too, even on high-end computers. I can show you this by shrinking down a copy of both of these ships. Apart from a bit of white on the front of these ships, they very much look the same. Add to that any movement they might have, and at a distance you won't even notice. Hope that gives you a better understanding of LODs now. That's all for this week. Sorry it took a little bit longer than usual as I just had a baby. Now don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more Starbase content. Like and share this video with your faction, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor out.